Hello, how are you? I've got a treat for you today. I mean, I really think I have got a really good one for the channel and for all of you people out there to enjoy. I'm off to explore an abandoned viaduct. That's right, an abandoned one. So nothing going over the top and very little going on below, actually, to be fair though, ironically. And I cannot believe how incredibly beautiful it is around here. I mean, it is fields for miles. You'd think we're in Wiltshire. But we are in fact in Northamptonshire. So, without further ado, enjoy your wonderful history lesson on Catesby Viaduct. And I will see you on the other side. You're going to love this one. I'm so excited. Come on, let's go. Sheepies. Hidden in the Northamptonshire countryside lies one of the most beautiful relics of an industrial past, that of Catesby Viaduct. Opened in 1898 and built in engineering brick, Catesby's 12-arch viaduct crosses the River Leam and measures 159 yards long. It was part of the now disused Great Central's London extension, but it eventually closed in 1966. It was one of the first casualties as part of the now well-documented beaching cuts. Now, time and nature have taken over this magical place, but as a result of this, it's become a potentially unstable structure due to trees growing within its already fragile arches. But whatever its fate, it will remain a truly incredible reminder of this country's long-standing love of our railway's heritage. And there, in the distance, with the finger of doom, is the viaduct. Oh my god. I'm so excited about this one. I really am. Let's keep going though. Yeah, I'm like, what is going on here? There's a star and everything. Oh god, it's so exciting. There's something else I want to take you to, which is a footbridge with no bridge. Yeah, I'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, come on, let's go. So, it's kind of crazy with viaducts, because you'd think that after all this time, I'd sort of get used to filming them. But this one's just too good to be true. And again, when I get excited, about a place, I'm like, oh god, what bit to film first? But we'll start where we normally do. And look at this. How incredible. I mean, never filmed this before, ever. Private property, no public right of way. I'm assuming that means over it, because there's a stile that goes right through there, which is part of the Jurassic, is it the Jurassic footpath? It says Northamptonshire public footpath there. But, so, originally, the train would have gone over this. There's our sign that says public right, well, no right of way, whatever. Echo! God. Look at this. Wow. I knew I was going to like it. I absolutely knew I was going to love this. The moment I realised, I was like, wow, okay. Look at this. Can you hear that water? Huh. Wow. I don't actually know what this is, you know. It's like a water tower or something, doesn't it? It makes sense because of the stream that's down there. In fact, it probably is actually. I might be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Look at that. Let's go. Now, I apologise because I didn't bring my wind muff thing with me, so it's going to be a bit windy. Damn it. This is a problem. I got really excited, grabbed the stuff, just came out, spoke to a lovely woman who was walking her dogs, and I think I kind of got sidetracked with actually the stuff that I needed to get today. Wow, here we go. We're on the train track, everybody. And it is just biblical. Quite impressed actually, I'm seeing sheep droppings up here. Look at that, we just walked underneath that. And there's our bricks. Wow, quarry that says, doesn't it? No, I don't know what that says actually. National Coal. There you go. It comes out better on the camera. I'm actually reading it from the camera. This, I mean, can you tell me this? It doesn't get any better than this, does it? Onwards. I think isn't that just brilliant? Right, let's keep going. The view is just spectacular. Oh wow. Okay, come on. Okay, this wasn't expected. I was told that there was a chance you wouldn't be able to walk across it. How wrong they were. Oh my god, I'm actually going to be walking across an abandoned viaduct. Can you believe that? Looking back. Spoilt today. Well, okay, let's go. I'm now walking across an abandoned viaduct. Doesn't sound right, does it? What is going on? This is crazy. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't necessarily sort of say this was safe. Even the woman who was walking the dog was like, well, you know, at your own risk. But we can. Oh my god, what are you doing, Dan? Look at that. I'm going to drop you down, everybody. Wow. Wow. I'm like, what is going on here? You know, you get abandoned places and you get disused places, but this is something else. I mean, every time I've been in a viaduct, well, you don't, you know, you just don't go down it. And yet here I am, on the actual track itself. It's almost, oh, I'm going to sound controversial now, it's almost, I would argue, is better than a disused tunnel. Because this seems to be a lot more rarer than the amount of disused tunnels that there are for obvious reasons. And the fact that most viaducts you can see is still in operation. I'm walking across one that's not. In a glorious day. I mean, the ground, so I'm not sure if, I mean, I'm going to describe it. So the ground that I'm walking across is very uneven. And as you could see, I didn't break in or do anything like that. But there is a fence that's obviously cut off. I think actually halfway down here there's a fence, but we'll check that when we go down there. And obviously that's because all of this side is all farmers field. And obviously you've got to appreciate that the farmer doesn't really want anybody going across his land, but which you got to respect. So I'm not going to do anything unnecessary on this. The fact that I've even got the privilege just to sort of check this out is enough. And actually, if you can see all that, that's all beehives. And there are loads of bees over there. You can't see that. There are loads. So clearly these are still being used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count. I wonder if that's coming out on the camera. And you could hear them. You could hear this like low little hum. Wow. Tell me this is not one of the coolest things ever. The irony is, you could just assume this was any old bridge. But when you know what's down below you, and you know how beautiful that is, well, you know. I just love it. I love this. And I've not even been down on the bottom yet. I often think to myself, I'm very aware that over 20 years of exploring, and I do always worry sometimes, I think to myself, am I ever going to sort of encounter something that I've never sort of done before? And then when this came up as an abandoned viaduct, well, I had to do it, didn't I? Had to do it. But to think in my life that, you know, this is one of these things that, yes, as you know, I've recorded many, many viaducts before. To actually have one where I can go on top as well as below, I don't think I ever had that experience. And then the fact that you've got that footbridge down there as well, which has got the top removed. Yeah. I'm a bit stunned today about this. I've got to admit. Some of you might be like, well, whatever, it's only a viaduct. Well, do you know what? Then, as far as I'm concerned, we're not from the same tribe. I mean, because this really is history. I mean, look at the bricks. Look at the bricks. Still here. Still standing. I mean, you know, they've, you know, it's, and to think that when you look over, that's just like countryside, stretching, like I can't see anything remotely town-like. Should you have one more look over? If I dropped my camera, I would have been like, right, that's it. Never again. Now, okay. Pretty cool, right? We shall go down now. We shall go down and actually see this beautiful viaduct. Come on. Right, so before I take you down, sorry about that, flies. I just want to show you some of the damage that's up here, because you might think that it's actually it's in fairly good condition, which technically on top it is. I've just spent a bit of time just walking up and down and having a look, but there are definitely holes. There is definitely brickwork that is missing. Excess rubble here, you can see, and any holes on any scale, even though it's quite sturdily built. There's some more here. So this was the stuff that we'd sort of walked past actually, but you can see there's some slots there, and you can see if I make this level, you can see the inner bricks bowing a little bit on that as well. So, you know, again, as I always say, unless they start repairing it again, some of that's going to crumble. But that's what happens, isn't it? That's why it's disused. It's just, you know, time will eventually bring its ravages to it, and yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's go down. Come on. The best bits still. We've got to still. Yeah. You know what I mean. Come on. Right, so we're under the first arch. I'm actually really surprised at how well you can hear the River Leam over there. So where those trees are, that's where the river is. We're under the first arch, and look at this. Oh, so freaking beautiful. Apart from that dog walker who actually lives just down the road, I've not seen a soul around here, and I'm very surprised by that. I'm seriously surprised that I've not seen anybody else around here, because it's just an incredible place. Oh dear, this is actually trickier than I thought, actually, trying to walk down here. Now look at that. You can see, when we look now, of the ravages of time that are slowly taking this place away. And I'm actually a little bit sort of concerned the fact that even when I walked up on the one before, there's a lot of rubble and debris down here. Look, you can see this. It's so well hidden in the grass. You've got to be really careful of your footing. But you can see that it's crumbling. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. If you can see this, I'll try and get under. There's a mega crack underneath that. Wow, no wonder they've tried to sort of block it off. Just for health and safety, that is incredible. I didn't read that is. Now I've seen cracks in walls before, but that one is quite a hefty one. If that doesn't come out in the camera, let me move down a little bit to show you. Christ, there's rubble everywhere underneath my feet. Can you see that? I'm hoping so. You can't miss it. There you go. That has gone right across. That is a mega crack. There's that split that you can see, and when we look at it even closer, that is terrible. Look at the seam of that. Wow, okay. Wasn't actually expecting it on closer view to sorry, I'm treading really carefully. There's so much rubble here. Wasn't expecting it to be that bad. Oh my god, look at that. That is gonna... what's happened is there's a tree that decided to grow right inside of it, and it's actually the root system that's pushed that all out. It's the same on this side as well. So actually, I didn't realise how, genuinely in shock about how dangerous this actually is. Oh dear. I've been to older places with less damage than this, but nature's really having a good old go at this one. There's like roots and everything that's pushing those bricks out. Good old nature though. I don't mind if nature's going to do that, let it do it. We're basically at ground level now. Let's keep going. Oh dear, this grass. There is every... God blimey, there's rubble everywhere underneath my feet. More cracks. It's quite worrying, that. Right. It still really is a thing of beauty though, isn't it? You can't deny it. And that's where we were up there. We've just walked down. We've sort of actually done a sort of swerve shape, which I kind of like. We sort of zigzagged in and out. I didn't mean to do that, but actually it's kind of worked out pretty good. But the wildlife, as you can imagine, is abundant around here. I'd like to get down there and then see if we can see the river, which obviously gives the viaduct its name. So again, if the wind's coming out on this, I'm sorry, I didn't bring my wind muff thing today, so I was just too excited to come and check this place out. Look at that. Oh wow, to think we were right across this. Even there's rubble down here. That's what I'm saying, there's rubble everywhere from this viaduct. Last place you want to see last place you want to see any rubble's down here, I can tell you that. Not at the base of it anyway. That's just what I'm saying, look, everywhere I'm looking, bricks. And that grey colour just tells us that that's definitely from the viaduct, it's not from anywhere else. Right, so here we are, we're actually standing in the river. It's actually a lot shallower than I thought, but then it has been very, very warm. Somebody's kindly made a little bridge to cross across. So now I haven't, just want to make this very clear, like, I've not broken into anything. I've just literally crossed. But I'm actually standing on the river, of which this beautiful viaduct goes over. Let's get a little bit closer, let's cross over, I reckon. Again, I'm sure if you had a drone, you'd be made, wouldn't you? This is the farmer's bit, so I'm just gonna literally come here and turn around. I want to respect the fact that this is their land. Actually, his side's actually very a lot cleaner. In fact, must be the farmer, but they've tried to preserve that, you can see. Let's try and go around. Listen, I don't want to go any further than I have to because it's just being disrespectful, really. Look at that though. Simply beautiful. An old pylon there. Do you remember them, everybody? The old pylons. Right, well, I don't want to tread on the farmer's land anymore, so we'll head back. Does that sound cool? Let's do it, come on. Wow. That I think is going to bring the conclusion to the viaduct. We went and saw the river, went a little bit into the sort of farmer's land bit, and then we came and obviously we sort of weaved our way in the arches, and we went on top, and we also had a look at the footbridge, foot tunnel, former foot tunnel. Yeah, I can't tell you how incredible this place is. If it was closer to me, I'd be up here all the time, I think. And like I said before, it probably suits more of a drone type of video. But the point was, this is quite a good video for me because we're feet on the ground, everybody, and I've taken you with me, of course I have. In the immortal words of Phoenix history, because history matters, the abandoned viaduct of Catesby. Brilliant. Does it really get any better than that? Stay safe no matter what you're doing. I'll see you all very soon. Remember, spread the word of the channel, spread the love to everybody out there. Thank you for supporting me, more importantly. I'll see you all very soon. Take care for now. Ready? Come on then. Kapow.